All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Spread the Positive Every Chance We Get show. I am your host, Trent Denson, doing a little solo episode today. Got some updates for y'all. It's 2022. We got some really, really cool stuff happening. Obviously, here in the studio, got some amazing opportunities to make all kinds of content. Obviously, doing live streams like we're doing right now. To all of your different social media platforms. We can help with that. Obviously, the podcast game is our bread and butter, helping you get started, helping with as much or as little of the process as you need. So we can definitely help with that as well. But just wanted to take a second, man. I've been putting this off for a while. Not the biggest fan of doing these things solo, but I got to get out of my little comfort zone. And we're going to do that today. But anyway, I want to start by saying, if you haven't checked out the latest episode of the Murfreesboro.com podcast with General Huber and his amazing wife, Shelly, please check it out. An incredible episode, something that myself, Jonathan Harmon, and John I. Carey are all super proud of. It was just a really touching and really amazing episode with a lot of, all the things that we're about here at STP, just impactful things that are happening, a lot of ways for our veterans to get resources. Shelly's got an initiative to basically provide a care package, self-care package for every nurse in Rutherford County. She's absolutely killing it, doing it at cost for her and just looking for funds to help with the products and stuff like that. But yeah, it was really incredible hearing from General Huber. He's a 3-star general, and he's the head of the Charlie Daniels Veterans Council building at MTSU right now. And it was just really amazing hearing his story and all the stuff that he's doing for veterans here in our community. But I wanted to go over a couple of new ways we got for people to get involved with Spread the Positive, with the podcast network, with all the things that we're doing community outreach wise. Got some new partnerships, some new ways to just tap in, whether it's being a sponsor of a show, starting a show, supporting, being on our Patreon page, any of those things. Just kind of wanted to go down the list here. I do have to give some big shout outs to some of the early adopters of our underwriting, advertising, sponsorship pool. My guy Brian Nail over at Iberia Bank Mortgage, supporting the Table Talk podcast with Jonathan Harmon. Speaking of another underwriter, big supporter of all things Spread the Positive, Jonathan himself and his whole team, the J Harmon Home Team, supporting several of our shows and just what that's actually, I'm going to get to it in a second, but Jonathan has been a lifesaver for Spread the Positive and just a great resource and a partner and just all the things that he's done. So big shout out to Jonathan. Thank you for everything you've done and continue to do. Also Andrew Farrer with the VFW post 12 or 12206. They're doing some amazing work. All the VFWs, pretty hard to find a more notable cause than that. But yeah, Andrew has supported for a long time and just really grateful for his continued support and all the stuff he does for the community, man. That guy's everywhere doing all the things for veterans as well. Also Kelly Searing with a mortgage boutique coming on board with her new show, High Places, Quiet Spaces, which is all about motherhood. Being a working mom and wife and all the stuff. She's got some really amazing content coming. Y'all stay tuned for that. But she's also been an underwriter and supporter in all things, Spread the Positive. So shouts to her as well. But to get to some of the ways that you can directly support Spread the Positive and be part of this platform, this network, all the things that we're doing, already mentioned them, but the J Harmon Home Team, for those of y'all that don't know, been in real estate for a long time. Not my bread and butter, to be honest, but I am still active with the J Harmon Home Team, part of their team. I'm helping with content, the Table Talk stuff, their videos that they do. They have a lot of content, some really funny stuff, some really relatable stuff, and just all around, just, I put J Harmon Home Team up against anybody anybody in Rutherford County, I mean, anywhere, honestly, Jonathan himself and the team that he's cultivated over at KW here in Murfreesboro is truly something special, something that I'm really grateful to be a part of. But if you mention Spread the Positive, or if you mention myself, if you're looking to buy, sell, invest, look for some commercial space to lease, anything along those lines, we get a referral fee, and that goes to making more content, building out more shows, telling more stories. And again, the whole tagline, bringing light to what's going right. So be sure to, if you're in the market, and I mean, if you don't know Jonathan, like 98% of the people around here do, please reach out to the J Harmon Home Team. They are a direct supporter, underwriter supporter, literally business partner with all things Spread the Positive. So when you work with them, you're working with us, you're making some impactful stuff happen. So if there's any home real estate needs at all, home or commercial needs, please check out the J Harmon Home Team. They are incredible. And when you work with them, you're ultimately working with Spread the Positive. So that's one of the ways. Another way, again, if y'all know me at all, I'm a big supporter, former team. Well, I'm still pretty involved with LT360, still do the Coach's Health Show every Wednesday. We're actually about to go record that here in Franklin here in a little bit with the mobile podcast recording setup. If you didn't already know, we have a mobile podcast setup. We can come to your home, office, anywhere that's convenient for you. Push record, take your content, get it polished, put it out there, all the things. So we'll get into that in just a second. But LT360 Health Center, 522 Brandy Circle, right behind the movie theater on Cason Lane. They are a fully integrated, holistic health center here in Murfreesboro, changing the game in healthcare. If you think of the traditional healthcare system and just how broken it is, and how people are basically just treated to stay sick and, not really get to the root cause of their issues, completely flip that. And that's what you got with LT360. They get to the root cause of your problems. They have amazing products that help with just holistic health and just hydration and some of the stuff that we know that we need to get more of and just don't do. So if you use the code STP for any of the products with LT360, we get a pretty good referral fee for that as well. So LT360.com, they got CBD products that saved my life. Literally, when I broke my leg, it was the best thing for pain and for healing and for just overall wellness. They have some incredible CBD products. They actually have their own CBD farm in the family. So, I mean, it's the highest efficacy, all the testing, all the certifications. It's literally the best CBD products you can find around here. Like I said, I've personally benefited from it on a crazy level. When I broke my leg, it was the most relieving thing I had at all. So shouts to the LT360 fam. They have an incredible staff over there: primary care, physical therapy, chiropractic, regenerative medicine, all those, knees, shoulders. If you're considering getting a replacement, please go see them. They have a lot of ways to save you a lot of money and bring you real relief. But use the code STP, LT360.com for any of the products, or you can go check them out. Like I said, 522 Brandy Circle. I got John Fleet over there, Dr. Jay Hitson, Dr. Jen Massey, just the whole team over there truly cares about actual wellness and getting people healed at a cellular level is their whole tagline. And when you use the code STP in store or online, we get a pretty good chunk of that comes back to us as well. So that's another way to support the Spread the Positive Network and the mission over here of bringing light to what's going right and showcasing and facilitating efforts that are making a positive impact in our local communities and beyond. Yes, I've said that a time or two. But anyway, another way to get involved, ways to support the mission, our Patreon page. Pretty small following right now, but we're trying to ramp that up in 2022. Patreon.com/spread the positive. It's just a platform for creatives to continue what they're doing, support, basically just supporting us to continue to build out these shows, make content, all the things that we're doing over here at the network. So please consider joining. You can join for as little as $10 a month, and anything obviously helps a lot. So greatly appreciate that. Exclusive content, merch discounts, event access, just a lot of stuff that you can get from our Patreon page. So y'all check that out. And then one other thing, new merch on the website. I'm a little informal today. Excuse the hoodie. It's super comfortable and it's cold outside. So kind of going with the Zuckerberg approach, and I wear this dang near every day when it's cold. But repping the brand, buying the merch, sharing the store on your socials, anything like that really goes a long way. I got to give a shout out to my guy JD with JD Knows Nil. He reps the hunter green hoodie, the Let's Go hoodie that is pretty clean. I'm definitely gonna have to cop one of those myself here soon. But we got hats, shirts, women's stuff, crew necks, a lot of really cool merch on the website. So check it out, spreadthepositive.net, hit the store, cop some merch, rep the brand, live the mission, all the things, man. So those are just some of the ways I wanted to kind of just jump on here, let people know that there's a lot more ways to get involved. Obviously, the biggest one we're still looking for is those underwriters, those sponsors, those advertisers for all the different shows we're doing. We're pushing 30 shows on a pretty consistent, either weekly or bi-weekly basis. Just doing a lot to, bring light to what's going right. I hate to be a broken record, but we get enough of it. We get enough of what's not working. We get enough of all the doom and gloom and everything's bad and everybody hates everyone. I just don't buy it. There's a lot of amazing people out here doing some incredible work. So y'all tap in. It's not delusional positivity either. We recognize there's a lot of hurt, and we just want to be part of the solution out here, doing what we can to, again, actually showcase things that are actually making a positive impact and trying to get more of that versus the alternative. So that's kind of the whole mission. That's a baseline. We have this beautiful studio now. Studio, we can come to you with the mobile podcast setup, or you can just send us your files and we can polish them up, distribute them for you. Got some really cost-effective packages for people to be able to get their podcast out there, be part of the platform, and be part of what we're building over here at STP. So speaking of, got some new shows coming up, some new event stuff that I'm super excited about. We're getting back to events, man. I've been itching to get back into the event game, just having some consistent meetups and just being able to, get some of these people that we're working with are super talented, super funny. So we're going to have literally just shows, meetups, pop-ups, with the, some of them include, the Nash Vegas folks, Kristen Lacey and Dan Collins with Nash Vegas, and John I. Carey and myself are both involved with the production side of that. I think they're planning on teaming up with the Two Bottles Deep guys. If y'all aren't familiar with the Two Bottles Deep podcast, it's incredible. These guys are, Wes and Philip are making some major waves in the podcasting scene here in Nashville. They won second best overall podcast according to the Nashville scene in their best of series last year as we wrapped up the year. So that was a very pleasant surprise. They came in second to the guys from the Bobby Bones show. So, they talk about sports and some other stuff. I think it's called Sore Losers, like the Lunchboxes and Eddie and all those guys that they've been doing the podcast for like 7 years too. So Wes and Philip had like 25 episodes out at the time. So they're killing it. Their whole tagline or their whole mission is to bridge the gap between the gay and straight community. And it's some really, really amazing content. I've learned a lot just from being involved and being on the production side of the show. I'm super grateful to be involved with that one at all. But we're going to be doing the Two Bottles Deep, Nash Vegas collabs, Waves of Awareness. Waves of Awareness is a podcast that is bringing awareness to the people with intellectual and physical disabilities. They serve people from basically birth till death out in Franklin. We've been recording the show with some of their recipients for a while. It's one of my favorite shows that we're doing. Just truly joyful experiences every time we get on the mic with the Erics and the Johnny Sunshines and my guy Matt Moore. Shouts to Matt. Just some really awesome stuff coming with that. And then later today we got JD Knows Nil. Already mentioned JD, but we got JD, Coach KJ, my better half, and Solo Dolo, my guy, Solo, talking about all things sports, news, lines for sports and all the stuff. So, man, we got some really cool stuff happening. I know I'm getting a little long-winded here, but I've been putting in a lot of work to build this thing out. I've been kind of quiet on the socials, quiet on the personal podcast. The STP podcast is kind of taking a back seat, but we're about to ramp up everything, and got some really cool stuff happening. So I'm excited for 2022. Like I said, there's a lot of ways to get involved, not your typical ways to support. Obviously the J Harmon Home Team. Anytime y'all mention Spread the Positive to a J Harmon, Jonathan Harmon Home Team member, or we get any type of recognition in the beginning phases of a real estate transaction with J Harmon Home Team, we get a pretty hefty check there. So that can go really far to making a lot of great content, a lot of these great shows. So definitely got some really cool shows coming up on deck in the next couple of weeks and months. We got plenty of bandwidth. I got a great post-production guy sitting on deck, ready to go to take on a lot more shows and being able to, just keep this platform building. We're quickly approaching over 100,000 downloads on the platform, 6 figures, man. That's really wild. Across all the different shows and all of that. Murfreesboro.com. We have some really exciting stuff happening between Murfreesboro.com, J Harmon Home Team, and Spread the Positive. Every single Wednesday morning at 8:00, that episode drops, and we got some really cool guests coming, just like General Hubert and Shelly that dropped this morning. So a lot of great content, a lot of great stuff happening out there in the world. Don't let all this craziness get y'all down. I know there's a lot of hurt, like I said, but there's a lot of amazing things happening, and there's a lot of things to rally behind and be involved with. And that's what we're all about over here at Spread the Positive. If you have a story, if you'd like to be on any of these podcasts I've mentioned, Murfreesboro.com has a crazy reach. Nash Vegas does as well. Spread the Positive podcast, happy to tell any of the stories. There's not a measuring stick. I always clarify that. If you find positivity in it, we want to hear about it. Producer Trent here, TD, man, Trent, all the things. Y'all reach out. If you want to get involved, please hit me up, Trent at spreadthepositive.net. You can hit me on any of the social media platforms for Spread the Positive, at Spread the Positive, or my personal Instagram is at Trent Denson, just the way it's spelled, DNSON. We're out here. We got some cool opportunities. Get involved with some underwriting, some sponsorship. We can make really cool, polished, really nice commercials, just like the radio folks do. And you can use those for your marketing purposes or for any of your promotional needs, man. So we're out here. We got some opportunities. Y'all tap in, Spread the Positive every chance we get. Let's go.